Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're doing a start to finish get ready with me, and it's a little bit festive because 'tis the season. So I start off in the shower. I went to the gym this morning, so I'm just putting a bit of the Olaplex number 3 through my hair. This is like a pre-shampoo treatment, really good for strengthening the bonds in the hair. I leave that on for a little bit and then I'm just rinsing it through with the L'Oreal Elvive Restorative Shampoo. Really like L'Oreal hair care, and their restorative range is one of my favourites. And then I'm also using the detangling conditioner as well. To cleanse my body, I'm going to use the Fresh Milk Body Cleanser. Really love the fresh scent. It's a really nice kind of lemony citrusy scent, really nice for the mornings. And then when I hop out of the shower, I try my best to moisturise my body. I don't always do this, I'm not very good at it. But this is the Garnier body lotion. Love that it has a pump. And then occasionally I'll put in some drops of the Saint Tropez tanning drops as well, if I feel like I need a bit of colour. I've been obsessed with Beauty of Joseon recently. They sent me some of their products and I've been loving their glow serum in the morning. It's just a really nice texture, really nice and hydrating. I've then been using their Dynasty cream, I believe it's called, which is a really lovely gel cream moisturiser. One of my favourite textures, honestly, because they sink into the skin so well but offer such a nice amount of hydration. And then I'm using their ever so famous SPF. This is one of the most hydrating SPFs that I've ever tried. It's SPF 50. It is just one of the best. I mean, look at that glow. So before I blow dry my hair, I'm going to use the Mika leave-in conditioner just to add a bit of protection and nourishment. I'm then going to use the Philip Kingsley Volume Root Boosting Spray because my roots desperately need a bit of boost. And then I'm just gently combing that through before I go ahead and blow dry. So I use the Shark IQ blow dryer, which I really like. It is a Dyson dupe and I find it really good. I've had the same hairdryer for, no joke, probably about 20 years, and I picked this up this year, and yeah, I really enjoy it. I feel like it's quite fast at drying my hair. I can't speak too much on the damage because I haven't had it for too long, but yeah, I really like it. It's pretty silent, it doesn't leave my hair super frizzy. I made sure that my hair was pretty much 100% dry because I am going to curl it, as you can see right now. I don't do anything super fancy when I curl my hair. I've had this curling wand, which I believe is from Remington. If I can find a similar one, I will have it linked below, but I've had it for quite a while and I find that my hair, I mean, as you can see, my hair is so straight and it doesn't hold a curl super well, but I find with this particular curling wand, I can get my curls to last a good day or two. So I'm curling away from my face. Sometimes I will alternate, but today I thought I would just curl all away from my face. And then I am using a bit of hairspray. This is L'Oreal Elnet, an absolute classic. And then I'm taking the Living Proof Dry Texture Spray just to add a bit of grip and a bit more volume to my hair. Love that texture spray. Before we move on to makeup, I did want to just make a little morning coffee. Admittedly, this was my second one of the day, but I find that when I work out in the morning, I just need a little bit more of a pick-me-up in the morning when I get back. So here I am having my second coffee of the day. Is it just so I can show you my new Christmas mug that I got from John Lewis? Yes, it probably is, but it has dogs on it, so I couldn't not show you. It is December after all, so of course I'm having my advent calendar. I have a Galaxy chocolate one this year. Let me know what advent calendar you guys have down below. Just having a classic oat milk latte this morning. And then something I've been doing, which I've been just absolutely loving, is adding a little dash of cinnamon. And it just adds a bit of festive spice. I'm gonna put my lovely headband on for this. So I want to keep this quite quick, quite festive. I have a new lip oil from Canon that I really wanted to test out. They sent me 3 shades and I got them in the post this morning and I couldn't wait, frankly. So I've chosen this beautiful like chocolate. I think the name is literally chocolate. It is 09 chocolate. How many times did they just say chocolate? So this is one of their comfort lip oils. Heard incredible things about these and this colour just looks so stunning. I also have a nice new concealer brush from Rose Inc. I wanted a concealer brush for so long. Typically I would just use my Real Technique sponge or whatever brush I'm using to blend in my foundation, which is normally the Rose Inc. number 3. So they sent me over their number 1 brush, which just looks like the perfect concealer blending brush. So I'm gonna give that a whirl today as well. So it's the 2nd of December, so the festivities are in full swing. I've got a wreath making workshop tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. I did one last year and it was really, really fun. I think we're gonna put a Christmas tree up today. It is the 2nd of December, so I am a day late in terms of putting my Christmas tree up. I am 100% one of the people who will wait until December 1st to do any kind of Christmas decorating. So I think we're gonna do a last minute trip to HomeSense today and hopefully pick up some more decorations. I want to get a Christmas tree skirt as well. And I feel like that would just up our Christmas tree game, you know? So I'm hoping they'll have some in HomeSense. I haven't even told you what I'm using yet, have I? So I'm going in with my Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury. As you can see, I am almost out of this actually. I'm gonna try and finish this up before the end of the year. And I'm just gonna use my fingers to blend that into the skin. My skin has officially made the switch into dry, dehydrated winter skin. It's been so cold in the UK, the temperature's really, really dropped. And every time I leave my house at the moment, it's below 0 degrees. This morning, I think I got in the car about 8 o'clock and it was like -3 or something. So really cold and my skin is feeling it. Adding cinnamon to your coffee is a really easy and cheap way to just elevate your everyday coffee. Love that. Okay, so I'm now going to use the Rose Inc concealer. This is in LX30. This is a new tube of this. I have used this before and I really actually enjoy this formula. That might be a good colour actually. I have this strange little pimple thing, like just underneath my eye. Very odd. I'm going to take a bit on my chin as well and then just on my forehead. Not using foundation. Going back to the dry skin issues that I've been having, I just don't know, just don't really want to be adding any additional layers like thick foundations if I can help it. I like this brush actually, it fits really nicely. I wish it was a tiny bit fluffier so it would blend a bit better. At the moment I feel like it's just kind of dragging the product around. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my number 3. This is a brand new one. I have 3 of these brushes now. I do really like them. Yeah, that just blends so much easier, or quicker, I should say. My eyes have been really dry as well. So I'm just taking, like, just nothing is sitting nice on my skin at the moment, which is really frustrating, but you know, it happens. And I feel like I go through the same issues with my skin every winter. That concealer is really nice and hydrating. It doesn't look too cakey or anything. I think this was my number 1 concealer pick of last year, and it is yearly favorites season. So yeah, I might have to go back and revisit my list from last year. I've really been enjoying just light layers of product, a little bit of concealer, a glowy primer, and then I've been using some cream cheek products as well. Just again to kind of, I don't know, minimize the amount of powders that I'm putting on my skin. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Passy bronzer in Tan Lines, which is one of my favorites because it's quite sheer and very buildable. So it just works really well if you have a bit more of a minimal base going on, you want your skin underneath to show through. This is a really nice one. And I probably apply more bronzer in the winter than I do in the summer, which I know is a bit backwards, but I feel like that's when my skin needs bronzer. Needs that bit of extra life, otherwise it's like, it's just dead. My skin is dead. Okay, what's next? Blush. So this is Rose Inc. I love their lip and cheek colours. This one is in Wisteria. Wisteria Hysteria. It's just a nice like peachy pink. A really nice spring shade. Quite a nice spring summer shade, but again, I got this quite recently from the brand. And I love the formula, so I do want to try out this shade. They're really long lasting, a bit of a sticky, or stickier cream. But I think that just helps them to really grip onto the skin and last. And I'm taking the number 3 brush as well, which I think is a really good cream blush brush. It's got a nice angle to it, so it just hugs the cheeks really nicely. Yeah, that's a really nice shade. So that's Wisteria. I've just done quite a sheer layer, but I really enjoy that colour. Nice peachy pink. I don't know if it will go amazingly well with the lip oil that I've selected, but you know, it's what it is. And then because I've got it in front of me, I'm just going to take my Hourglass palette and I'm going to go into the face powder, which is in Surreal Light. This is one of the older Christmas palettes from Hourglass. They do obviously release these every year, and I do think if there's a colourway that you think you'll get a lot of use out of, like this for me is a really good match for my skin tone. The face powder works really nicely. You then have 3 blushes and their highlighter as well, all of which work really, really well for me. So I do find that this, for me anyway, was good value. They have definitely hiked up the price of these over the last few years. This one is, oh, I don't know, this one is quite old. It has a really nice marble packaging on the front. I think once you have one, I don't think you need to buy one every single year, unless you are a huge Hourglass fan and you love to collect the really nice packaging that they do. But otherwise, I think once you have one, I don't think you need to buy another one every single year. But they are really nice and the quality of the powders are just lovely. So I'm going to quickly just fill in my brows. I've got my Kosas brow gel. So I'm just going to run that through. Haven't been doing a lot to my brows. My makeup routine has been so minimal at the moment. And I don't know if that's because my skin is just a bit dry, so I don't want to pile on a ton of makeup because I often find that can just make everything look worse. So I've just been embracing a more minimal approach. But I love a tinted brow gel. I feel like you can't go wrong. It just kind of does everything that I need a brow product to do. So I pulled out my Sigma on Beyond's palette because I did want to do something a bit fun and festive on the eyes. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy because that's, you know, the theme of today's video. So I'm going to start with Days, which is the lightest matte brown in the palette, and I'm taking this on the duo ended brush that actually comes in the palette, and I'm going to take the crease blending side and just run that through the crease of my eye just to add a bit of definition. This is, like I said, the lightest brown in the palette, so it's not going to be too intense or too obvious, but it just adds a nice transition. And it just kind of gets the eye look going. And then on that same brush, I'm going to take, I might take Basque, which is this slightly warmer brown. Again, it's more of a mid-tone, so it's not going to be too intense, but this is a lot warmer. And I'm using that same brush and just going through my crease again, kind of building up that colour. I'm going to take that same shade on the more dense side of the duo ended brush. I'm going to run that underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to take What one is this? Firefly, which is a really nice shimmery champagne, kind of like a light bronze. And I'm just gonna go all over the lid with it. You can use your finger if you want more of a smooth application, but I quite like the sheer wash that you get with a brush. Just taking that a bit further into the inner corner as well. A really nice shift to the look. It has a really nice amount of shimmer. A really nice one in the evening as well, actually, if you're going somewhere that's quite dimly lit, almost like candle lit. I feel like these, oh my god, shimmer shades just look really pretty. That's literally going to be it. I'm not going to go in with a liner or anything like that. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. Lash and Roll. Mini bathroom. So I've got my e.l.f. setting spray. This is the coconut one. My lips are so dry as well, so I'm hoping that the lip oil will hydrate my lips really nicely as well. So I'm first going to go in, lighting's gone a bit dark, but it just is dark at the moment, so I don't know what to tell you. So I'm going to use my NYX lip liner in Natural. I think this will be a nice warm nude that will complement the lip oil quite nicely. Okay, then we have the lip oil. Oh, this just looks so juicy, doesn't it? Again, this is the shade Chocolate. Nice big doe foot. Oh, it smells. Oh, that's pretty good. Wow, okay. Oh yeah. Okay, obsessed. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh yeah, so this is also my hair once it's kind of dropped a little bit. Like I say, I wouldn't normally curl my hair straight after I've washed it because my hair type doesn't really hold a curl very well at all. So it's normally like a second hair day thing for me, but for the purpose of this video, I did want to kind of show the whole process start to finish if I was to curl my hair as well. So yeah, the bits at the front will probably drop a little bit more. But yeah, I like it. So that is my get ready with me. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh my god. That lip oil is incredible.